This is my video for the Rio Black Rifle match held January 4th, 2025. I'm using my Warhammer-themed JAKL with Hollow Sun SCRS in Limited Division. More on this gun in an upcoming episode of Sinistral's Armory on InRange TV. This stage starts out with a very tight no-shoot presentation. I do actually get one no-shoot penalty that's plus 5 seconds there. The head-over bore with the JAKL is a bit different than a normal AR-15. Then up on the hill, we have several targets about 300 yards away. Moving up through the stage, there's going to be a paper target I have to engage from here, then back on the long-range targets at 300 yards. This prop does have a lot of bounce, so I'm leaning my weight forward into it as much as I can. Another tight no-shoot presentation over the bridge here. I shoot this one clean. And then there's going to be a single paper target coming up on the right before I move to the tank trap and engage the same 300-yard targets again. Shooting uphill like this, I want to get as high on the tank trap as I can. Note how I'm clamping the gun into the tank trap using my hand on the tank trap and my index finger on the gun itself to pull it into the tank trap. I am second in limited with 82.08% of the winner's score. On this stage, there are 6 hanging steel targets at the back of the bay at about 60 yards, and one 12-inch square target at around 225 to 250 yards that the shooter has to hit from 4 different ports. While the 60-yard targets are relatively easy, the 200-plus yard target on the stage really ate a lot of people's lunch. A lot of par outs and misses on this stage. More misses to get the hit on the longer target here because I am less stable than on the first position. Hunched over, I really don't have a lot of skeletal support as I did standing up. Reload while changing ports here to make sure that I don't shoot empty. And the hit is going to come quicker here because now that I'm kneeling, I'm in a much more natural supported position. Overall, more misses on this stage than I would have liked, but limited division at Black Rifle is hard mode, particularly with a newly configured rifle with holdovers that I'm not quite used to. Nonetheless, I'm first and limited on this stage, giving me 100 match points. This stage begins with several steel just on top of the berm that comprises this bay. There's going to be one target out there at range that I'm going to have to hit as well at about 300 yards. Reload on the move before going into the shooting area for the paper targets. Pretty straightforward engagement here, not a lot to memorize. Simply go to the areas and shoot the targets that are visible. Most of the time I lost in this stage was the extra shots required to hit that 300-yard target. One of the things I'm working on stages like this is being ready to shoot sooner as I come into position versus getting to position and then presenting the gun. I am second in limited on this stage with 63.48% of the winner's score. On this stage, there are 4 targets at 75 to just over 300 yards that must be engaged from 4 different positions. I have my hand underneath the forend for several reasons. One, I don't want to scratch up my nice Cerakote job on these rocks as if I was resting it directly on there. It would drag it back and forth on there with every shot fired. Secondly, having the hand underneath of it actually works as a better recoil control on a hard, rigid prop like this than trying to clamp down directly into it. Particularly on a flat rock like that, my last reason is to offset the bore from the prop so I don't risk skimming rounds across the top of it with an uneven surface. This stage went very well for me in limited division with a lot of first round hits. Only in this last position do I really struggle with anything, shooting off the side of the rock at one of the further targets. But as long as you can actually see the targets and there's good contrast, no magnification actually allows for faster target transitions than having magnification does. I'm second in limited with 79.1% of the winner's score. In the end, I'm second out of 5 shooters in limited division with 96.41% of the winner's score. Overall, I'm 10th out of 95 shooters with 81.59% of the winner's score. Not sure if this is my best showing in limited division at this match, but it's certainly up there. Thank you for watching. If you like this kind of in-depth action competition shooting analysis, please consider supporting me directly on Patreon. And always remember, the Second Amendment is for everyone.